Concussions can be extremely dangerous, and getting the right treatment as soon as possible is critical to recovery, especially for children's developing brains. But concussions can be especially difficult to assess in children who often have trouble articulating their symptoms. Barb Consiglio has details on a new study that discovers biological changes in youngsters who are more likely to need more time for concussion recovery.
The first thing Thomas Helsel remembers after a hard hit on the football field is being surrounded by his concerned coaches.
My head was throbbing, and we decided that it was good to go in to get checked out.
Doctors in the emergency department did some standard testing for a concussion, and one test that wasn't so standard.
I remember it because I thought it was odd they were asking me for a spit sample from a concussion. I was like, how does this relate?
The saliva sample was part of a study conducted by Nationwide Children's Hospital to discover differences in kids who recover normally from a concussion in a few weeks and those who experience persistent symptoms that last a month or more.
If we can detect children who might be at risk to experience a persistent post-concussive symptom, then doctor can treat them differently.
The study is a collaboration between Nationwide Children's Center for Injury Research and Policy, Division of Sports Medicine, and Institute for Genomic Medicine, whose scientists examine molecules called microRNA in the saliva of pediatric concussion patients at initial treatment, as well as 2 weeks and 4 weeks after their injury.
We can identify in a tube 800 different microRNAs, which one is which, and then the technology allows us to count what microRNA is there and how much of it is there.
Using this method, scientists identified 13 microRNA that are expressed differently in children who experience persistent post-concussive symptoms.
And that's important because if we can identify that at the time of injury, it can lead to earlier clinical intervention and really like a more personalized approach for caring for these children as they recover from concussion, especially if they're at risk for extended or prolonged recovery.
After some time off for a full recovery, Thomas is back on the field for his senior year.
I'm healthy, and I think I have, big plans ahead of me.
At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Barb Consiglio reporting.